In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum to everyone and very good morning to all of my dear students. I'm your teacher of subject English. So let's start today's lecture. So dear students, first of all, let me tell you about today's lecture. As you know that I'm sending you today review video which would be helpful for your tomorrow's test. Okay, so let's start. You can see the first unit which is given for your test is karate parrot. Karate parrot actually comprises on the main character is the Samir and the Sara. Samir, who is married and he's living with his wife whose name is Sara, and Sara actually living all alone in her flat. So he decided to have a pet. और वो pet क्या रखती है कि उनका जो फ्लैट है वो बहुत स्मॉल है. शी कैन नॉट हैव द पेट ईजिली. तो फिर उसके बाद फाइनली वो क्या करती है कि एक पेट लेती है जो कि पैरट होता है. पैरट जो होती है होता है वो समीर को थोड़ा सा, और जो पैरट होता है वो थोड़ा सा इंजर कर देता है समीर को. ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ द थिंग्स विच समीर इज़ बिन आस्किंग टू द पैरट के समटाइम समीर आस्क टू द पैरट के टू डू दिस डू डैट, ये वो. ठीक है, इस तरह की वो चीज़ें करता है. लेकिन फाइनली उसकी जो फुट में होती है वो चोट लग जाती है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट यू कैन सी द वर्ड्स मीनिंग शफल ड्रैग फीट. ठीक है, शफल मीनिंग्स ड्रैग फीट. नंबर 2 इज समन. समन मीनिंग कॉल, किसी को बुलाना. इम्प्रिजन, पुट इन जेल यानी कि कैदी कर देना. स्मैशिंग, वेरी गुड. कर्डल मीनिंग हग. नेक्स्ट आर द सेंटेंसेस गिवन विच यू हैव टू डू बाय योर ओन. इफ़ यू कांट डू सो प्लीज़ यू हैव टू वॉच द प्रीवियस लेक्चर वीडियो. ओके, नेक्स्ट आर द लॉन्ग आंसर क्वेश्चंस गिवन which you need to do on your notebooks. So number 1 is the how do we know that the three friends often met at the cafe. All right, number 1 answer is we know that through this statement Adil and Babar were sitting in their usual seats. यानी कि वो आमतौर पे कैफ़े ही बैठता था अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ. Number 2 is why did Babar and Adil remain silent throughout the story. Answer is they remained silent because the story was too incredible for them. ठीक है, उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इनक्रेडिबल थी वो स्टोरी. हाउ डिड द असिस्टेंट डेमोन्स्ट्रेट द पैरट स्किल. द असिस्टेंट ऑर्डर द पैरट टू क्राटे द चेयर एंड द पैरट ब्रॉक इट, और पैरट ने वो तोड़ दी थी. ठीक है, वाई डिड द पैरट कम टू अटैक समीर. समीर एक्सप्रेस्ड हिज डिसबिलीफ बाय सेइंग पैरट क्राटे माई फुट एंड द पैरट इमीडिएटली अटैक्ड हिज फुट. ठीक है, वो चीज़ पैरट को पसंद नहीं आई थी. How did Sarah test the parrot's ability? Sarah tested the parrot's ability by allowing the parrot to practice its skills on her old crockery and other useless items. Okay, here are the short question answer. Where did Sarah go to purchase a pet? She went to the corner of the duty road. What was Samir's view about keeping pets? Samir said that their flat was too small. ठीक है, what was the main reason Sarah wanted to keep a pet? Sarah wanted a pet because she was lonely. Who showed an interest in Samir's food? Babar showed an interest in Samir's food. MCQs you can see Sarah wanted a parrot because she is lonely. ठीक है, Sarah brought a dash as a pet. तो क्या खरीदा था? पैरट. The name of Sarah's husband is Samir. The parrot attacked on Samir's foot. All that glitters is not gold. ठीक है, the opposite of remember is forget. The opposite of enemy is friend. Complete the proverb once bitten and once bitten once shy, twice shy. ठीक है, complete the proverb a stitch in time saves 9. Complete the proverb barking dogs seldom bite. Next is the loveliest of trees, the cherry. Now this story is very interesting. As you know that I described the everything about this story इन दिस गिवन लेक्चर. जो इसका लेक्चर हुआ था उसमें सारा आपको डिस्क्राइब किया गया था. सो इन दिस स्टोरी द पोइट इज़ रिजेंबलिंग द लवलीस्ट ऑफ चेरी ट्रीज विद द स्प्रिंग सीजन. ठीक है, एंड इज सेइंग दैट एवरीवेयर इज स्नो एंड स्नो एवरीवेयर, एवरीथिंग इज कवर्ड विद द स्नो. देन ही इज सेइंग दैट एंड द चेरीज आर हैंगिंग ऑन द ट्रीज. ठीक है, एंड देन ही इज सेइंग दैट इट सीम्स दैट it's a season of the Christmas. Okay, and he is very happy to see all of these things. ठीक है, loveliest of trees के क्योंकि words meanings नहीं है. So what is the narrator's opinion of cherry trees? The narrator likes cherry trees and says that they are the loveliest of all the trees. What season is it in this first stanza? Try to give two pieces of evidence to support your answer. In first stanza it is spring season, then the poet says it is a eastern time. ठीक है, अब ये MCQs दिया हुआ. In this poem the narrator is 20 years old. In this poem the narrator sees a beautiful cherry tree. In this poem the narrator realizes that he has only 50 years left. This poem is written by the houseman. The narrator vows to admire beauty in all seasons. अब इसके जो है वर्ड्स मीनिंग्स दिए हुए. वर्ड्स मीनिंग्स आर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. बो, लार्ज ट्री ब्रांच, 60 years, bloom, open brightly, cherry, a fruit, sport, help. Sentences are given in front of you which you need to do by yourself. Long questions are that in the second stanza, which two lines tell us that the narrator expects to live for 70 years? The first and third lines of the second stanza tell us that the narrator expects to live for 70 years. If you go to the poem, वहाँ पे you will see कि first और last stanza में कहा हुआ है कि जो narrator है वो इतने साल रहता है. ठीक है. In this last stanza, the poet mentions two seasons. What are they? In the last stanza, the poet mentions spring and winter. Which phrase has the poet used that means the same as there is not much space and time? The little room is a phrase used by the poet that means the same as there isn't much space and time. Okay, so next unit is the unit 11, my side of the mountain, and this story is actually written by Jean George. Okay, that is about a teenage boy. If you can see in the image, so you would let know that there is a young boy who likes to begin his journey by living New York. He's been living in the New York, but now he is experiencing new journey. Okay, and he went away from the New York, and then he started to live in a hemlock tree. Okay, and then he started to learn many things by living over there with the help of frightful and trained, and then he has learned to catch the fish for the food, and he has also collect many things. उसने बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो है वो इकट्ठी भी कर ली हुई हैं. ठीक है, और at the end he stays in his new wood room. When spring comes, he realizes that he cannot live in the woods together, but he was ready to rejoin the real world. Okay, there you can see the some short question answer. Number one is, how long has the narrator been living in the wild? So he has been living in the wild for over 8 months. Number two is, how long has the narrator been inside because of the snowstorm? क्योंकि वहाँ पे everywhere was snowstorm, there was very cold weather, that's why he was frightened also because of the snowstorm. He stuck inside the tree for 2 days. वो 2 days के लिए अंदर था. What does the narrator do once the snowstorm has passed? He pokes his head, वो अपने सिर को हिलाता है into the soft snow and stands up, और खड़ा हो जाता है. How does he feel during the snowstorm? वो snowstorm में कैसा feel करता है? He is frightened during the snowstorm. वो बहुत डरा हुआ है. Number 5 is, which two animals have the narrator given names and what are the names? The narrator gave names of a falcon and a weasel. ठीक है, ये दो एनिमल्स थे जिसको उसने डिस्कस की है अपनी स्टोरी में. फ्राइटफुल इज़ अ ट्रेंड फैल्कन, वो कह रहे हैं कि फ्राइटफुल डरा हुआ है ट्रेंड फैल्कन, एंड बैरन इज़ अ weasel. ठीक है. Next is the MCQs. It does not take much dash to warm the much fire. ठीक है, it must be below 0 outside the banner, and I can tunnel out into the आएगा sunlight. I poked my head into my tree and whistled. The baron must dig up from under the snow. My side of the mountain is a story about a boy. The clouds looked as wild as the wind. Everything was white, clean, shining, and beautiful. The squirrels were nowhere to be seen. The squirrels, ठीक है, squirrels आएगा. I laughed at my fears, यानी कि मैंने अपने fears पे ही हंसना शुरू कर दिया. ठीक है, this is the clear picture. ये clear picture दिए हुए along with the answer. Next you can see the words meaning. Number 1 is slats meaning planks. ठीक है, यानी कि एक थिन पीस ऑफ वुड होता है. हेमलॉक ट्री लार्ज ट्री, बहुत बड़ा दरख्त. नंबर 3 इज द हाइड मीनिंग टू कीप आउट ऑफ अ साइट. विजल का मतलब है स्मॉल मैमल, एक छोटा सा जानवर होता है. ठीक है. नंबर 5 है चिकाडीज का मतलब है स्मॉल बर्ड्स. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज question which is comprises on the sentences. You have to do the sentences by your own. If you can't do so, please dear student, you have to watch this unit video, okay? But sentences, because you can make easily, it's your own creativity. You can see this, okay? There are some long question given. Where does the narrator live? Describe his home. यानी कि narrator किधर रहता है, उसका home बयान करें. The narrator lives inside a huge, hollowed out, old hemlock tree. एक बहुत बड़ा पुराना hemlock tree वहाँ रहता है. Why is the narrator unsure about the exact date? The narrator has lost track of time due to being busy trying to gather food for the winter ahead. ठीक है, इसलिए वो थोड़ा unsure है. What activities keep the narrator busy? कौन सी activities उसने की थी? The narrator is busy with finding and preparing food, improving his home and attending to his fire. How does he feel after the snowstorm? Give evidence about what he said and did to support your answer. He is very happy and relieved. वो बहुत सुकून में है because he laughs, shouts and whistles like a carefree person. What skills does the narrator have that helped him survive in the mountain? He has been learning how to make a fire and finding what plants he can eat, how to animals and catch fish. ठीक है. Next you can see the essay pollution. And the pollution essay is very easy. इसमें थोड़ा word bank दिए हुए. Hopefully you will not get the word bank in your test. So आपको ये पूरा का पूरा essay पढ़ लेना है. Pollution होती है आलूदगी जो हमारी surrounding में है. Pollution means to make something impure or filthy, कुछ गंदा कर देना, कुछ dirty हो जाना. In the modern time the word pollution has got wide meanings. ठीक है, it has become a symbol of destruction की एक बहुत बड़ी अलामत है. Pollution is one of the greatest problem that humanity faces today. The causes of pollution are manifold. Our factories and mills manufacture countless products and then waste are thrown into the water resources. ठीक है, from this way you have to go through it. And then there is the application urgent piece of work. The principal, unique junior school, Lahore, full stop, madam, with due respect, it is stated that I cannot come to school today because I have an urgent piece of work at home. So, kindly grant me leave for one day only. Full stop, I shall be very thankful. Thankful में single L आता है, double L नहीं आता. To you for this act of kindness. काइंडनेस में डबल एस आता है. योर्स, योर नहीं होगा, योर के साथ ऐसे लगाना. ओबीडियंटली XYZ देन डेटेड. ओके. अरेंजिंग अ स्टडी टूर को भी आपने इसी तरह करना है. इसको गो थ्रू कर लीजिएगा. That's all for today's review video. It would be helpful for your tomorrow's test. You will be able to attempt the test very easily if you go through this video. Okay. Remember me in your prayers. Take care of yourself. Best of luck. Allah Hafiz.